Welcome to the darkness, where every shadow hides a story. I'm the Doctor, and in this world, reality is just the beginning of the terror. Grab a seat, turn off the lights, and let's dive into tonight's tale of fear. Don't say I didn't warn you. Elliot was a clockmaker, a dying breed in the modern world of digital devices. He took pride in his work, crafting intricate mechanisms that ticked and tocked with perfect precision. His shop was an unassuming place on the corner of a quiet street, cluttered with gears, springs, and half-assembled clocks. But there was one clock he refused to fix. It sat in the farthest corner of the shop, covered in a thick layer of dust. Unlike his other projects, this one was not for sale, nor did it have a price tag. Its case was made of dark, polished wood, and its face bore no numbers, only cryptic symbols etched in gold. The pendulum had stopped swinging decades ago, and Elliot intended to keep it that way. One rainy evening, a young woman entered the shop. She was soaked through and shivering, her umbrella useless against the downpour. "Sorry, my watch stopped, and I heard you were the best in town." Elliot smiled warmly, taking the watch from her. "You've come to the right place." As he worked, the woman wandered the shop, her eyes drawn to the mysterious clock in the corner. "That one's beautiful." Elliot's smile faded. "It's not for sale." "Why not?" "It's cursed." She laughed, assuming he was joking, but his expression remained grim. "What kind of curse?" Elliot hesitated before answering. "It doesn't tell time. It takes it." That night, as the storm raged on, the woman couldn't get the clock out of her mind. Something about it had drawn her in, the dark wood, the cryptic symbols, the air of mystery. Against her better judgment, she returned to the shop after hours. The door was unlocked, the bell above it silent as she slipped inside. The shop was eerily quiet, the usual ticking absent. The clock in the corner seemed to glow faintly as though it had been waiting for her. She reached out and touched it. The pendulum swung. The next morning, Elliot arrived at the shop to find the clock ticking for the first time in decades. His heart sank. He knew what it meant. He found her in the corner, frozen in place, her face pale and lifeless, her eyes stared straight ahead, unseeing. The clock's hands moved backward, and with each tick, the woman's body seemed to wither, her youth and vitality draining away. In minutes, she had aged into an unrecognizable husk, collapsing into dust. Elliot sighed, his hands trembling as he covered the clock once more. He'd warned her. Weeks later, a new customer entered the shop. "What a fascinating clock you have there." Elliot forced a smile, already knowing how this would end. "It's not for sale." But the clock ticked once again, as though laughing at him. "That's all for tonight, but remember, the night is never truly silent. If you enjoyed the chill, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that will keep you up at night. Until next time, keep your lights on, or not.